Bro, this fucking bong rips.
Sounds like it, dude.
Dude, I've been hitting that pipe for a year. Remember I quit the bong? I'm back.
Yep. Yeah.
Holy shit. You cannot get, I mean, it's obvious, the same kind of rip out of a pipe that you can out of a bong.
Yeah.
I miss
And
it.
it wasn't that harsh either. I ripped it the other day. It didn't feel that harsh.
Oh, you know, this reminds me. And like an asshole, I just spent the last, I don't know, 30 minutes trying to clean it. Yeah, this is me cleaning it. It was actually worse. But I remember about 2 episodes ago, you mentioned a new method for cleaning bongs, but we never got to it, dude.
So I'll show it to you. So this guy took like a bristle, an SOS bristle cleaner. You know what I'm talking about? And he took a magnet, and I don't know if the magnet already tries to attach to the bristle cleaner, or if he had to put glue a magnet on it, and then from the
genius.
Yeah.
Holy shit! How has nobody thought of that? What the fuck?
Yeah. So I'll show you the video when I get upstairs.
Yeah, because cleaning a bong is a fucking nightmare, dude.
Oh, dude, it is.
If I wanted to, I could. It has the whole like ice catcher thing.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet though.
Come on, Abby. Abby, here.
How is Abby?
She's getting older, man. She's having a really rough time. You could tell she's pretty much deaf, and then she's having a really hard time with her hips. So I'm hoping that we can get through Christmas and get another Christmas, and then we'll see.
Yeah. Did she like those treats at all?
Oh, she loves them, bro.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, what strain you smoking?
Fuck, I'm gonna be coughing a lot with this bong, dude. By the way, every cough is a cannabis cough.
Yes.
Well, the first strain I was hitting, was all. This is what I've been hitting all day. Honestly, was this grape Kush. It's 21%. But then Jordan came home and surprised me with this apple fritter. I was like, "Oh shit, thank you."
Both strains that I love. I love that apple fritter.
Yeah, that's what I was just hitting. I just hit it for the first time. I honestly don't think I've ever tried apple fritter, dude. So it's a true hybrid weed strain, known for its powerful and relaxing high. It's a cross between sour apple and animal cookies. So it's supposed to make me relax, giggly, and tingly. I would love that.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I went crazy on RSO over the last couple of days, dude, and I took a massive dose of RSO, thinking it was the CB 2-to-1 CBD to THC. So and it wasn't. It was the high THC. So I'm going to be into the moon probably here pretty shortly. But
oh damn.
Yeah, but I'm smoking right now on a new strain that I picked up right before Keith's called Grapes of Wrath, and this stuff looks straight up dark purple.
Yeah, you brought it over here, right?
Yeah, that's what I brought over.
Crazy looking, dude. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen honestly cannabis that dark
purple
before, that dark purple before.
Ever, it's so crazy. Grapes of Wrath.
So I couldn't really find anything online about it. It wasn't on Leafly yet. Maybe it's new, but I did find it on allbud.com. It says indica dominant strain, 70% indica, 30% sativa, and it's crossing grape pie and jet fuel gelato, which I actually love jet fuel gelato. I don't think I've ever tried the grape pie though.
Yeah.
So says relieves anxiety, depression, insomnia, PTSD. Let's see, man, if you can get giggly, happy, uplifting. Just let us know what strain you guys are smoking in the chat. Sativa,
dude, so
indica.
I love that picture.
I know it's one of my favorite pictures. I repost it on my Instagram like once a year, just to let everybody know what the fuck's up.
Yeah, how good it is.
You could use that picture for a lot of different. I'm sure it's like in a bunch of different memes for like one or the other. But for cannabis, it's the best. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, dude. That's hilarious.
Oh shit.
All right, let's get this shit started.
All right, dude. We're gonna do the intro, and we will be back in about 2 minutes and get this fucking party started. See you guys in a minute.
I'm so excited! I'm so excited! I'm so scared!
I don't know why I can't figure this out, bro. I thought it's like every other time, right?
Where the fuck is McClay?
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Yo, I love
What's
that
up, boggers
every
and
time, dude.
boglets? What, the intro?
Yeah.
Get you all pumped?
Yep.
Right on, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, guys. We have a lot of cool topics to get into. We got some fun and funny fucked up videos to show you guys later. Of course, we got the UFO report. I want to talk about Grusch being on Joe Rogan last week, and I know McClay's got all kinds of goodies for us. I want to talk about the legendary Gail Lewis retiring from Walmart. She's going to go down as probably one of the most legendary Walmart workers of all time. Did you hear about that, McClay?
I think I saw the original video of her retiring where she went on the phone and said something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Windy City Heat. Did you get to watch that yet?
I just started it.
Fucker,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah, I
You
just
didn't.
started. I swear to God, no, I passed
Yeah,
out.
right.
I passed out. Yeah, dude, I passed out right as I was watching it, bro.
Damn, must not be that great. I want to talk about Bob Iger and the failing of Disney and him talking about how he fucked up, but not really apologizing for it either, and how Elon pretty much told all his advertisers to go fuck themselves, which I thought was kind of a pretty epic moment in time. There's some people I saw on Twitter upset with that. Like, why would you be upset telling Apple and all these big corporations to fuck off?
I bet you I could.
Like, what the fuck?
I bet you I could tell you why, right? Without reading the article.
It was like fellow filmmakers, dude, on
Yeah.
Twitter. I was like, what?
I bet you they were probably like, it's childish. You're a professional. You're supposed to, do things the proper way. Or they're just fucking babies. But I will say this. He is a little bit James Bond villain-esque. I have to admit, like, I can't tell if he's on too much Adderall. What is it, Adderall? Or what's the stuff that the gamers take?
Oh, fuck that Adderall, dude. They fucking they bufo it.
Yeah. Shout out to Swaggle House in the house. What's up, brother?
What's up, everybody in chat? Don't forget to let us know what strain you are smoking. Let us know if it's a sativa, if it's an indica. Let us know the strain name. McClay's hitting on the grapes of wrath tonight. I'm hitting on both the apple fritter and the grape kush. But I wanted to pull up the YouTube poll question because I don't know how much people use Spotify. This honestly, my fucking phone's fucked up and my headphone jack. So this last year, I've probably listened to Spotify the least amount, especially like because I always listen to it on walks and shit. So I've been just not listening to any music on all my dog walks. But Spotify rap list is right now. So let us know what your top 5 songs and top band is.
Yeah.
Before we get into that though, McClay, I wanted to talk to you about Radiohead. If that's cool.
Fucking A, I'd love to talk about Radiohead. I was just talking about Radiohead the other day on one of my market reports that I do for collectibles. There was a Radiohead Pablo Honey t-shirt that sold for like a ridiculous amount, like
Really?
$1,000 or something like that.
That's what I'm hoping for my 30 Seconds to Mars shirt.
Dude, I got a ton of old band stuff, man, that I'm gonna start selling.
But dude, Radiohead completely blew me away recently, and I'm not. Radiohead's one of my favorite bands, but I'm still not as hip as I used to be to like all the new releases and everything that's coming out. So sometimes things like I just slip right by me, dude, and it's kind of embarrassing to admit that honestly as like a huge radio fan. But dude, do you remember back in the day in the fucking I think we were in high school when this came out, a documentary that dropped called Meeting People is Easy?
Yes.
And it's
Okay.
hard to know.
So I had this DVD, dude, and he plays this song and this riff, right? And I've been fucking playing the guitar riff since this DVD came out for like 25, 30 years. And I've been looking for this fucking song. And even Jordan knows because I play it all the time. It's just so easy to play and it's fun on acoustic. And check this out, dude, how awesome the song is.
Oh,
Remember how like artsy this DVD was? It was really like montagey. Look how badass that riff is, dude. Fucking bad as fuck, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen this in a long time, man.
Dude, this song is so sick. I have been looking for this song. Since 1998 I've been looking for the song. I could not find it on any album or anything. I thought I was just an idiot. Well, guess motherfucking what, dude? I didn't realize this, but 2 years ago or in 2021, they dropped an album called Kid A Amnesia, which is a double album combination of Kid A and Amnesia, also with unreleased tracks. And guess what song they put on there finally after all
Wow.
these years, bro?
How did you find it? Were you just listening to Radiohead?
Like I said, I probably play that riff almost every day, just getting high in the band room and shit, you know. And then I was thinking about that DVD. I don't know how I started thinking about radio. I go, I want to watch that again. And then I found that clip that I just showed you. I was like, man, this song is so fucking good. And then I Googled the song and I just found out the album. I was like, no way. And then when I found it on Spotify, there's actually a real recording. It's called Follow Me Around, and then it gets better, bro. Just wait. Hang on, let me pull it up real quick. Dude, this is a B-side banger that they've had for like 25 years, bro. It's crazy. I see you in the dark corner of the street. Fucking bad, right? It gets better, bro. Watch this. This is so sick, bro. You're never gonna believe this. There's a fucking music video, and watch who the star of the music video is. And the music that would be my number one question to ask Radiohead, because all of their videos are so just I don't know. There's just bad as fuck. I can't really explain it. They're so creative. They're different. They have like my top 3 favorite videos of all time. The one where like that guy's just laying on the ground and it's subtitles and everyone's like, "Whoa, what happened? You need help?" He's like, "Just get out of here, just leave." And Radiohead's playing in that building in the
Yeah.
window above. And at the end of the video, they look down and like everyone's just laying on the
Everybody.
ground.
Yeah.
And you're like, "What the fuck?"
I love the one where the dude's just running from the car that whole time.
Yeah,
Like the car.
Karma Police, yeah.
Yeah.
Even Paranoid
Every
Android, the cartoon one. Fuck. But yeah, dude, I was
They're
like
all
so
good.
excited to show you that song because I've never I don't think I've ever had an experience where I've been like searching for this song forever because I just thought it was like this B-side that would never make it to an album or anything. And then to find out not only is it on Spotify and now there's a video with Guy Pearce. I mean, this just dropped 2 years ago. Like I said, I feel embarrassed I didn't know about it. Fuck.
So what was your top 5 for your Spotify stuff?
All right, it's pretty easy for me, dude. This is my top 5. This is my top 5 songs of the year, guys.
All the same, yeah. All the same band.
Well, the first one's Runner by Crosses. That just came out a month ago, and I think that's one of the baddest songs I've ever heard. And then the next 4 is just All Within the Ruins. That's all I listen to. And then my top 5 bands, I don't think you could see it. It's Within the Ruins, Crosses. What does that say? Nirvana, Will Haven, and XXX Tenacion. I think it's because I saw a documentary on how he died.
Yeah.
And then,
you just
and then I
listen to all the shit.
I just started listening to his shit. And I was like, damn, how did I miss out on this motherfucker? He's pretty bad.
My most listened to artist was Dead Sea, and then followed by Deftones, Tupac, Depeche Mode, and Zeppelin. And then my top song was I'd Rather Be Blind by Etta James. And then the next 4 songs were Easy Easy by King Cruel, Born to Roll by Master Ace, Loke to the Brain by Brother Lynch, and How You Do That by Young Bleed Master P.
That's sick, dude. Mostly rap.
I love that. I totally forgot that they do that shit. You know what I mean?
It's kind of cool. Like they have
It's
the
funny.
whole story thing, and there's different facts and shit they give you.
It's funny how my most listened to songs are mostly rap, but my most listened to artists were mostly like rock artists. You know what I mean? Or bands.
Yeah. And then apparently I'm a top 4% Rogan nerd.
Yeah, I got that too.
I don't even feel like I listen to Rogan even like that much. I guess it's probably because of like watch hours, because of it is a good guest. It is like a 2 or 3 hour,
Yeah.
time that it's being played. But yeah,
that's
let
a
us
cool
know your
feature.
guys' your rap list and your favorite or your top 5 songs and bands in the comments. I think that shit's pretty cool. It's interesting for me. It's not ever really new shit,
Yeah.
all old shit. That's why I was curious if you were gonna have new shit on your list or not.
No, it's all old shit. You know what I mean? It's just
I need to figure out a way. I don't know if I like Spotify. I mean, it's obviously it's easy and convenient, but there's got to be a better way.
they finally did something that's changed my love of Spotify. They gave you the option to get rid of the smart shuffle. They have for years had the worst shuffle algorithm because it would shuffle this
same 7 songs. Or yeah, I know you're right. Yeah, like
constantly the same songs. So they give you an option now where you can say, do you want the smart shuffle or do you just want shuffle? And when I change it to shuffle, I love it because now I'm hearing stuff that I haven't heard in years, or I'm hearing new shit too on some of these playlists. It's that maybe I've liked once and forgot about, that type of thing because of that stupid smart shuffle. If I just go shuffle my liked songs, it just picks the same songs over and over. It's stupid.
Do you seek new music at all or no?
Yeah, totally. Big
And do
time.
you use Spotify to do that?
Yeah, I go to the playlist, those like new playlists, and then sometimes I'll look at the new for me stuff.
Mostly
was
rap
like
though,
new
right?
for me.
Or bands too.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'll find a band or two that I like, but it's mostly hip hop. Yeah. Yeah. Daniel says Tool, Queens of the Stone Age, Portugal the Man, Radiohead, and Pink Floyd. See, old stuff too.
I like that.
Queens of the Stone Age put out a new album, didn't they, recently?
Please don't hate me, Daniel, but that is I love all those, but I for some reason I like A Perfect Circle more than Tool. I don't know why.
I'm the same.
I know Tool's better musicians and all this and that, but I just fucking that first was it Mare des Noms or whatever. That first
Yeah.
Perfect Circle album is just
A
next
10.
level, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
10. It's a fucking 10.
Yep. Mad Respect says Quasi, Mark Lanigan, Queens of the Stone Age, Elliott Smith, and Screaming Trees,
Oh damn.
as it is every year's. There we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I guess as you get older, you're like it's kind of stays the same. Like it was within the ruins for me last year too.
I recently listened to a couple. Is it Pucifer songs?
Pucifer, yeah. Yeah, what do you think of that?
And sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it's really stupid.
That's how I feel about it. Like there are parts that are bad as fuck, but it's not enough to make me want to listen to all of it.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. 100%.
Right on. Well, should we get into just the UFO shit? I kind of wanted to talk about the Rogan Grusch shit, and I know you have some new stuff.
Let's do it.
This is the UFO Report with Bryan McClay.
So the biggest news since we last did a show is David Grusch going on Joe Rogan, which is fucking amazing.
Yeah, fucking like he looked like he'd been partying all night, Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you said, I
Most
think it was probably
I've
like
ever
a
seen.
short, like maybe like a short notice type thing where maybe he was, did he say, I can't remember if he said anything like where he
I
was
think he said
at,
he was
or
traveling across the world and it was jet lag or something like that. But you know, he hangs out at the comedy club late, all the time too. So
yeah.
but what were your biggest takeaways from the episode? There's a couple things you mentioned over the phone when we talked.
I
thought
really, okay. So I really liked how this was such an important thing to happen because it gave you a long time with Grusch, with a person
the
that's going to
longest.
ask,
Yeah.
with a person that's going to ask the questions that a lot of the questions that you would probably want to ask, right?
Mm.
And that was my biggest thing that really was really cool. And Joe's always got a big part of a big amount of skepticism to him, which I like too, right? That's important to have, a little bit of both. Like, okay,
Well, that's
I'm
the
okay.
thing is that's what was weird about the episode. Something just seemed a little weird to me. Like he has that skepticism, but also like he wants to believe. But I don't know if it was the jet lag or to me it felt like Grush's people looked like they went up to him right before the episode started and said, "Look, we can't talk about a bunch of shit, this and that." And then he just kind of like, you know what I mean, was in this weird mood or something. I don't know. I could be completely wrong about that. That's just the vibe I got.
Yeah. Yeah. But the other thing that was amazing to me is just how easy David Grusch is to relate to in this thing for me. You know what I mean? Because he gave great answers. Like even on the answer where at one point Joe was like, "Why can't you say this?"
Mhm.
Like a couple times Grusch would be like, "I can't say that," and then Joe, you could tell Joe was kind of getting like a little flustered about it, and he's like, "Why can't you say it?" And Grusch, in a very, probably one of the best ways I've ever heard, explained to him, like, I can't say it because the things that I might tell you would give our adversaries a one up.
Mhm.
For whatever reason, whether it's they're finding out about a program, they're finding out that we have 2 more programs than we said we did, any of that stuff. He can't talk about anything that might give our enemies out there. And he even mentioned, he said China, Russia, North Korea. I can't give them any hint of information that might give them something that they can use against us or find out more information because I said something. And he
That was the
also
most clear explanation I've ever heard him say about that, for sure.
Yeah. And he also was kind of like, I also do, that's, my job. I can be, taken to prison for that. But like, it's also because I love this country, I don't want to cause anything bad to this country, but other stuff he said, that he put in, there's a special, he's said this multiple times, but there's a special office that he can put in questions to, and then that gives them the chance, and they'll say yes or no, you can talk about this. And he did that, and he talked about a couple extra things that he didn't normally talk about, which was very cool,
The things that he didn't talk about were some of the more interesting questions, though, like as far as how many years this goes back.
Yeah. He
Like the
couldn't
thousands of
say.
days. Like I couldn't
Well,
say. Like sometimes the way he answered it almost answered it, though. Does that make
Well,
sense? Like you could tell,
yeah.
like,
Well, remember when he said, like, there's one time where he goes, remember, I've been to the highest of highest channels and talked to them about this. And he goes, the highest of highest. And you can guess what that is. You know what I mean? And like, president, when he talked about Harry Reid, that was awesome because, this whole time we've been talking about Harry Reid, rest in peace, Harry Reid. Was one of the most powerful politicians in the over the last 20 years. Was a senator right from Vegas, and he was very in on a lot of this stuff because he was friends with Bob Bigelow, and this is when Bigelow was doing all this stuff. And Grusch talked about how because of the Bigelow buying the land for the Skinwalker Ranch stuff, that got him involved down another path, which basically proved that Lockheed had UFO crash retrieval parts.
I was surprised that he named them like that.
Yeah.
And the
Well, he said,
Skinwalker Ranch was definitely the most wild shit he was talking about, for sure.
yeah. It's crazy, dude. Like, because
also, sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
It's crazy to me because, like, some of this stuff is really out there, man. Skinwalker Ranch stuff is crazy when you think about it. And now we're getting like more and more, things proving it could be real. Like, what the fuck?
Plus, he was talking about numbers of bodies. Wasn't he saying about 20 over time?
Yeah, I think he said double digits.
Or double digits. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
or was
kind
it
of crazy.
Crash retrieval or bodies? I can't remember.
And then he also talked about, he talked about everything pretty much. But to me, the most crazy shit that got brought up out of all of this that he's ever talked about is just the whole Vatican thing and the crash in Italy, because that's the first we ever got to hear about that. And they brought the Vatican up and shit again. Like, I thought that was cool.
Yeah. And how he talked about how, like, Rogan asked him, like, if there's any proof of any of this, and then he's like, well, I was the person that told me about it, said that, basically there should be stuff in the Vatican archive talking about it. And we talked about that last UFO report, but that was mind-blowing to me
The Vatican just
when I first heard
everything.
it. Yeah, dude. It kind of reminds me of that whole, like, Assassin's Creed video game, like they run shit, man, and they've ran shit for thousands of years, at least 2,000 years. They definitely have some information about, and think about all those paintings that show all that shit. And guess who had most of those paintings made? the Vatican or money from the Vatican or from a church, you know? So I don't know. It's interesting, dude.
I'm trying to
But,
find. Yeah. Hang on, go ahead.
let me find my shit too. It was very cool, dude. It was cool to watch, and I think it's awesome that Rogan's kind of become that place where, you know, not only big newsmakers want to go, but UFO people want to go. You know what I mean? And that he can get David Grusch on like that is amazing. The other thing was like when Grusch was
He can get
talking
whoever
about
he wants
how,
on at this point, bro. He's Rogan.
yeah, when David Grusch was talking about how like all the shit they did to like attack him, you know,
Yeah.
come
Same thing
after
they
him.
did to fucking Bob Lazar.
Yep, same fucking thing, dude. So that was
I
kind
don't
of
know why
fucked
I
up.
have this on my notes for this week. I don't know. I must have been stoned when I wrote it down. To this Grusch on Rogan. Rogan's IG comments with Grusch. Reddit. I think the comment section was wild or something, but I'm trying to find it.
A Reddit comment section about David Grusch.
I think so.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that shit, man.
Dude, did you see the one with just? I know this is off topic, but the one with The Rock.
That was a while ago, right?
No, it was just a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
It was
maybe
definitely one
not.
of the most phony fucking Joe Rogans in history, dude. It was
Yeah.
fucking pretty crazy. You know how many fucking followers he has on Instagram? It's like 330 million.
Jesus.
It's fucking nuts, dude.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
must have
man.
been on Reddit.
Yeah, Skinwalker Ranch is creepy as fuck, man. It's definitely creepy, especially that when that first book came out by Colm Kelleher and George Knapp. That was such a crazy time for ufology and everything that was going on, and just a nutso book for sure. But yeah, man, that was good shit. That was definitely good shit. But that wasn't the only thing that happened this week. We had more from Washington and a huge UAP press conference.
For real?
Yeah, dude, today, dude. This is
Oh,
crazy.
damn.
You ready for this?
Oh, okay, sweet. I didn't
Yeah.
know. Oh, yeah.
Sounds like it, dude.
All right, hold on here. All right. UAP Transparency House Oversight vows to tell American people the truth on UFOs. So if you have been following what's been going on lately in ufology, a bunch of senators and congressmen are trying to figure this shit out, and they keep on getting stalled in Congress, right? Something keeps happening, and like one thing is there's a guy that's from another state than Tim Burchett, and he's gonna give money to fund Tim Burchett's the guy that he's running against him.
Yeah.
Like they're doing all this crazy stuff, and now there's this comment that's been said that came out from Tim Burchett the other day that I want to play to you. That's absolutely crazy. Check this out. This is hold on here. All right, here we go. This is Tim Burchett.
By leadership that it was blocked by the intelligence community, not the intelligence committee, but the intelligence community, and that is a very chilling effect. If you reach, someone can reach through the veil.
Can they turn the music up? Jesus.
I wish. I know. I wish that they would get rid of that shit. Dude.
Anytime you hear that, dude, comment that. Go. Can you turn the music up?
Yeah, I know. Also, so basically, they're being stalled again. And one of the craziest things is that, like with what he said right there, it's not from a committee or a group in Congress. It's from the intelligence community. What does that mean? Right? What does the intelligence community mean? Does that mean also private, like Lockheed and Boeing and the groups that might have these ships that are?
It's like a secret word for it's a secret society of people that meet up and shit.
Exactly.
So
check.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So this is today. I'm gonna speed it up. So we don't have to sit here and watch the whole thing.
This is crazy.
I'll try and jump from each one, but this literally just happened. So here we go.
Nice, dude.
All right.
Ready? Got white balance. Good. Good. All right. Yeah. Right here, dude. Well, thank y'all for being here. It's a very important issue, and it shows with the amount of.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. Tennessee.
Can you get it louder or no?
I'm gonna see here.
I believe our country, at least since.
I don't know why I can't get it louder. That sucks.
Yeah,
I gotta figure that out.
Like real low.
Yeah.
You can send me the link in chat if you want, and I can.
All right, let me see here.
Is it
I wonder if I do. Hold on, I know what to do.
Pull up your mixer.
Yep. Browser.
So that dude was just recently on Tucker too.
Yeah. Yep. So this is one of the main guys doing it. Listen, I love this guy in the background right here. This is Matt Gaetz, and this guy I love this guy because he's been, really pushing this UFO stuff. He's the guy that went down to another country and said that he was told about UFO stuff and all that craziness.
Do you think he knows some shit?
Dude, he looks like a villain. He looks like a villain. Like
he probably is an alien, dude.
Watch him in the background, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, but he looks like a villain.
Covering this issue up.
It's his eyebrows.
Yeah.
In July, with credible witnesses who testified under oath to what they'd seen and experienced. The hearing this year faced a lot of pushback from the intelligence community, members of Congress, and of course our friends at the Pentagon. The intelligence community shut down an amendment I tried to include in the FAA reauthorization bill, and basically it would just require the Federal Aviation Administration to report UAP sightings by commercial pilots to Congress. I was told by the whip that bill was killed by the intelligence community, and I corrected him and I said, "You mean the intelligence committee?" And he said, "No, the intelligence community." And as they say, when you're over the target, that's when you get the most fire.
So he's saying what he said right there is, we're close. We know we're close. We know we're close because the intelligence community is trying to shut us down from finding out what they have and what they know. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean?
Like I said, it would just require the FAA administration to report UAP sightings by commercial pilots to Congress. Again.
All right. So they just talk about it. Let's listen to Matt Gaetz. What he says. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we are here today because all of the whistleblowers, the hearings, the investigations, the discussions
guy's good.
that we have done have culminated in a negotiation that is happening in real time right now over the National Defense Authorization Act, a piece of legislation I care deeply about as a member of the House Armed Services Committee. And in that negotiation, we are fortunate that the amendment Congressman Burchett offered to the House version of the NDAA provides a beachhead for us to be able to get the answers and to be able to demand the transparency that is necessary. It is insufficient, though, to seek this transparency from the Department of Defense alone. We have to have cooperation so that Title 50 authorities through the intelligence community are also subject to review. That the FAA, the NSA, the FBI, even state and local authorities that have information are able to have that cataloged, assessed, and then put out for the public. It is my
Yeah, he blinks a lot, dude. I thought, dude, you think that's funny, bro?
Fighting the shape shifting is so funny. That is funny, dude, bro. Holy shit.
Listen, watch how many times he blinks, bro. I thought he was doing SOS with his
Adderall,
blinks,
bro. He's probably Adderalled out.
Watch his blinks.
Just like I said, it would just require the FAA administration to report UAP sightings.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Again.
Well, I thought it was because it's sped up, though, isn't it?
No, this is regular.
This isn't sped up?
No. Hold on.
So, fortunately, another amendment I introduced.
Sorry, it's sped up 1.25. Let me go to normal.
Well,
all right, this is normal.
Okay.
But watch him.
On the issue was included
what
in
the
this
fuck?
NDAA Act. It required the Department of
It's SOS, bro.
Classify any
Help.
documents and records relating to publicly known sightings of UAPs or UFOs.
Well, honestly, what do you think that is? Do you think maybe he's just, you know what I think he's doing? I think he's just prepping, is because he goes after
He's
this guy.
prepping.
He's probably
Yeah.
in his head thinking about what he's
Going
to
through his
say,
shit.
like maybe his anxiety or a little bit of stress or whatever. Because I've been in group situations where I have to go next, and when I look at the video back, I look like all free because I'm in my head thinking about what I'm going. I'm not even listening to what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
But I could be completely wrong. But it's just a theory.
Yeah. But basically this happened today, and they went out and they talked about, this is a bunch of BS. We know that they're trying to stop the amendment that they got through to get into the skiff and all that stuff, which, they're being basically one of that Jared Moskowitz guy said, if none of this exists and if it's all false, why at every turn are there people trying to stop the transparency? That's what piqued this interest, right? You guys are like, in the past, you wouldn't try to stop it, but we've gotten close. We've gotten people that are really close, and David Grusch is that person. You know what I mean? So
we're lucky to have people like that doing this, man.
Yeah. And
They're
a lot of people are saying that if this would have gotten through, there would have been disclosure, like this would have forced them to the disclosure project, or to this would be disclosure at this point. They would have to put this information out, you know what I mean? But supposedly there's new details of a CIA UFO retrieval report that includes like first special operations maintenance squadron's involvement in transportation of UFO material that just came out. And this is also new. I'll play this for you. I haven't seen any of this, so this is we're checking both these stories at the same time. New, check this out.
Nice.
Credible sources have now come forward and confirmed your reporting on this. So you've really let the cat out of the bag, Chris. Great work.
Thank you so much. And thank you for having me on as well, Clayton. Yes, I mean, so this process started in the summer when I was doing research around the Office of Global Access and JSOC. I was doing research and had spoken to a few people about a possible crash retrieval program relating to craft of unknown or non-human origin. And it seemed that these places were very, very well suited to such a program. For instance, a source told us, as it turns out, JSOC's counter proliferation capabilities and those of the agency are also perfectly suited for this type of mission, with specific expertise and security compartmentalization already built in. So the Office of Global Access is within the CIA, and that's within its Directorate of Science and Technology. So those are the guys you go to if you need access to a foreign country to retrieve some hazardous material. It could be a nuclear weapon, or it could be a foreign craft or some type. So those are the guys who get you the access. And then they work with JSOC, which is the Joint Special Operations Command. So they oversee Delta Force, SEAL Team 6, and some of the other special operations units.
This must be like that group that those Marines that were saying that, remember that Marine, that those two Marines that had the stories about being in the jungle and seeing something crazy going on, and it was like they looked like they were U.S. Special Forces, but they had no identifiable things on. Yeah.
And from my understanding, these units, such as Delta Force, for example, have expertise in counter-proliferation. So when you're dealing with potential non-human craft with radiological material, they're perfectly suited to such things. So so I started doing the research, and I started speaking out to some sources in the know, and the feedback was like, wow, you've hit upon something here. It was very difficult getting quotes, even anonymously at first. We were getting corroboration. I brought my co-author, Matt Ford, on board, who had other very, very well-placed sources. And we went through an exercise of going through our sources, gathering information, getting corroboration, taking out anything that may be inaccurate. And then we thought, well, actually, we need more sources to provide quotations. We need a little bit more meat to the bone. So that's when I approached my colleague at the Daily Mail, Josh Boswell. And Josh then did his own corroboration on whether the story was accurate. he got back the same messages as us, that it was accurate. And he managed to get some more information. He managed to get some more quotations. And this is where we're left today with this story. It seems like we found a program.
We found a program. And I think for a lot of us, we've always thought that the CIA must be involved in this, right? But now we have confirmation of this from the CIA itself, confirming that the CIA is at the heart of this. And it makes sense. As you point out in your story, the compartmentalization, the secrecy with which the CIA operates is perfect for them to run off the books, black ops, stuff that doesn't come out of the traditional budget. As Tim Burchett pointed out yesterday in an interview with Tucker Carlson, he said that the Pentagon has failed its 6th audit in a row. 50% of their funding is unaccounted for. 50%. Imagine running a business like that. So the CIA was perfectly situated to be running these programs, and just talk about that secrecy and where they.
So that's pretty crazy, man.
That's one thing that drives me nuts that no one ever talks about is the audit by the Pentagon and how all that money goes missing every year. Like, where the fuck does that money go? That's so much money, and it just gets no one talks about it. It's never in the media or nothing.
Well, you know.
Well, I mean, it probably is, but it's like a story for a day and then it goes away, you know?
Yep. Yeah, they figure out a way to get rid of it, right? He mentioned, and you also mentioned, the Tucker Carlson stuff, which is crazy.
But just really quick, the theory is those funds are going. The theory is those funds are going to these like programs, possibly.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, and the UFO community has known that and been saying that for years. Like that's obvious that they have all this money going to black projects. You know, for the longest time, you know, we didn't even know about Area 51, and that's how they found Area 51, basically by finding, you know, what's all this money and where does this go to and that type of shit.
Stop doing all of that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
When we found Area 51.
Yeah, that's probably right when they were like, all right, we gotta stop accounting for everything. You think they would figure out a way to like fake it at least, you know, somehow?
Yeah.
What's the government?
Did you? I see my internet is acting up again. Is everything okay right now?
No, you're good. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
I want to play this clip real quick because this is the craziest thing of all this. Is it's getting to the media, it's getting to people like Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan. It's blowing up even more than just what Tom DeLonge was able to do now. You know what I mean? Like, this is mainstream. We're finally got UFO topic being mainstream when they're talking
whether
about
you like Tucker or not, he has a fucking gigantic platform right now, and for him to talk about UFOs is pretty huge.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So here we go.
Disclosure Act of 2023. The law requires the U.S. government to tell the public what it knows about the countless unidentified flying objects that have been spotted in the skies above Earth over the past 3,000 years. It's designed to be, and it very well could be, a transformative piece of legislation. And it comes at a time when we can finally say with confidence that the most unlikely sounding theories about UFOs are actually true. Yes, these things are real. They're not all weather balloons. They're not experimental aircraft from this or any other country. Whatever they are not of human origin, nor do they behave according to the laws of known physics. And yes, the US government currently has physical evidence that they exist. That means wreckage of the craft as well as the bodies of the beings that flew them.
That's crazy coming from, you know what I mean, a mainstream media source like
I never thought that it would get to this point in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Honestly, I always just thought it'd be like we just talking about it, just, you know, amongst ourselves, and there'd be the random movies and books and shit and shows, but that's about it. But you're right, dude. It's on like, it's bigger. This topic is bigger than it's ever been. It's on every major news network. You know, like you said, Rogan, like every podcast talks about it now, you know.
Yep.
Amazingly, all of this is true. We know that from the detailed testimony, much of it under oath, from several high-level whistleblowers, including longtime intel officers Lou Elizondo and Dave Grusch, both of whom we've talked to. But there have been many, about 10 so far. So the question is, Now that the UAP Disclosure Act has passed, when can the rest of us see the information that we paid for and in fact own?
Well, and this is the big part that they're trying to stop. Those congressmen and women are trying to stop this right here.
Well, not so fast, it turns out. One of the great secrets of Washington, known to everyone inside Washington, is that many of the most powerful members of Congress do not work for their constituents, much less for the rest of us, for the country at large. They are instead puppets of the most secretive federal agencies. They are controlled effectively by the permanent bureaucracy, including through bribery and blackmail. Two such members happen to be especially powerful this term. They are Congressman Mike Rogers of Alabama, who is the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, and Congressman Mike Turner of Ohio, who is chairman of the House Intel Committee. Both of these men have been instructed to violate, in letter and in spirit, federal law, and to hide the truth about UFOs from the American public. They're working to do that right now. It is infuriating to watch this.
So the thing that they're trying to do is the same thing they did with the JFK stuff. You remember how the JFK stuff all got put behind lock and key, all the investigations, the Warren Committee stuff, all their talking got put behind lock and key for 30 years. When that time period came up, they only let out a little bit of stuff and they put it under lock and key. They extended it for another 10 years or whatever. They're trying to do the same exact thing here. And if they don't get away with it and they have to disclose it to the public, it's disclosure. They will have to disclose the stuff we're talking about. That's disclosure right there. And that's what we've all been waiting for. All the, people that want to believe and, do believe. And for the longest time, the Georgian Apps, the Lyndon Moulton Howes, the, Bassett's, all the good and the quacks out there. But, it's
not
crazy,
just them.
dude.
Literally it would just change the world forever. Just everyone's beliefs, just everyone's understanding of the world. It would literally change everyone's perspective. Actually, I don't know. I feel like that could come out and it'd be a story for a day and then no one gives a shit.
Well, check this out. So here is what that whole story that we just saw, that one kid break, the British kid. CIA's secret office has conducted UFO retrieval missions on at least 9 crash sites around the world, whistleblowers reveal. Look at that. I mean, this is it says here, a wing of the Office of Global Access, a wing of the CIA, has played a central role in collecting alien spacecraft since 2003, sources tell the Daily Mail. This is that story that the kid said he was working on and the Daily Mail was about to break. At least 9 non-human craft have been recovered by U.S. government, some wrecked from a crash and 2 completely intact. The CIA has a system in place that can discern UFOs while they're still cloaked, and special military units are sent to salvage the wreckage, sources said. Full article below. Wow, look at this.
Yeah,
CIA crash. This is crazy, man. Exclusive. What the hell? How do I get rid of that?
Click on allow ads, probably. The blue button.
Fuck off. Anyways. Yeah, there we go. It's not going to let me do it. So, pretty amazing, dude.
That's just a subscription site only, or what?
Yeah. Well, they probably want me to allow ads. I got to turn off all my ad blockers.
Oh,
blue blockers. Yeah. So, we'll be definitely talking about this next week, I imagine now. This is going to be all the talk this week.
Yeah, because I want to know where they're all the locations,
Yeah.
Like exactly where all 9 of them were. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And then whether they had bodies, didn't have bodies, whether they survived.
2 of them were completely intact. Wow.
Yeah, they probably at this point have their own system that's just baller as fuck to go in and out to scoop all the shit out and make it look like nothing happened.
Yeah.
And then take a wand to everybody around and erase their memories.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah. What do you think would happen, dude, if they did come out and they're like, look, guys, aliens are real. There's fucking like everything we always talk about comes true. They're like, there's like 70 different species. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. Some of them are gonna come here and fuck us up. This and that. What do you think would happen into the world?
I don't think it would get crazy, like everybody would go nuts, but I think there would be some people that would freak out. You know what I mean? There'd definitely be some people that would freak out. But I think here's a big kicker. If they came out and said that they've known or have had any part in abductions, then shit gets crazy.
Well, yeah, because the trust of the government
is gone.
Well, yeah, I don't have it already, but yeah, most people.
Yeah, completely gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then shit gets crazy. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that.
So we'll see if it doesn't sound like they're going to let the amendments get through, but
I think if that happened, like religious people, you would say they were demons. Those were demons.
Yeah.
Would you think that?
Yeah, a lot of people are already saying that. You know what I mean? So, well, here's the other thing. If all this comes out and then then the religious stuff will come out too. And then,
What do you mean? Like the truth about
where we come from?
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If that stuff comes out, then well, the Vatican has kind of already set themselves up for that. Like a few years ago, the new Pope came out and said that like they're okay with the fact that there's other beings out in the universe, and it doesn't mean that we're the only beings, and this is because for the longest time that was the orders ordained, is that humans are the only beings in the universe. We're the most beloved of God, and we're the only beings, and they stopped that about I don't know 4 or 5 years ago, I'd say.
Yeah, they've been changing a lot.
Yeah,
like
this
the
new Pope
Catholic
has really
Church
changed a lot. Yeah.
Well, for sure, he's very progressive.
Yeah, very.
It's
So,
weird to
I don't
see
know,
that
man.
because I grew up Catholic, and I think my parents just made me. Well, it's funny is we never went to church on Sundays except for on Easter and Christmas, and they
Yeah.
considered us religious. But my mom wanted me to get the confirmation and all that bullshit, so I had to do all these Catholic school classes, and it sucked.
Yeah.
But it's just weird to see because how the religion was then compared to now,
Yep. One or two generations can change a lot, dude. So.
But like my family wasn't. I think it was just because my parents grew up going to church and being religious. They were just felt is their duty to have me grow up that way. But even though we didn't really practice it, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I think that religions set a good base example, right? And I think a lot of parents want to like utilize that, because my parents did the same thing. We would only go to church on Easter and Christmas. You know what I mean? And
what church would you go to? Is it a Catholic or Christian church?
It was they're both Christian, but it was a Protestant church. It was it was either a Lutheran or a not a Baptist. It was usually Lutheran, I think, that we went to. Yeah, a Lutheran church. So, but they're all the fucking same, to be honest. Catholic is just a little bit weird.
We would just like go into the bathroom and turn off the light and play that what's that game where you say that thing a bunch of times in the mirror for that?
Yeah, Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary, yeah. We just do fucking dumb shit like that there at the church.
Wow.
But dude, you know how fucking weird it was, dude? like I don't know, third, fourth, like every grade, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and I like at least once a year, I would have to go in this little small fucking room with this super old smelly dude in a goofy fucking robe and a goofy hat, and he's like, "All right, boy, tell me all your sins," and I'm like, and it's just so weird. And I would like tell him sins, but then there's sins I wouldn't tell him. You know what I mean? Because it's just like an awkward thing. And then he would hold me and pray on me and all this. Like, okay, you're relieved of all your sins. And I'm thinking, so I could just go sin again and just come back and keep doing this? Like, what the fuck? This is fucking weird. Like, what the fuck? This shit's weird, dude. Those goofy robes and
Swaggle House says feels like the time travel theory is being thrown out a lot lately about us being from the future.
I think that a lot, that aliens are. I mean, if there's so many different species, at least one of them has. I would think.
Yeah.
I'm starting to believe in that whole. There's been different cycles of civilizations, maybe 6 or 7, and they all advanced in different ways. Some of them advanced so much where they were to become interstellar. We've advanced to where we just want to blow up each other, maybe with the polar shifts and stuff happening all the time that just everything gets so destroyed. It's that's why we can't find stuff. But like people in the comments were talking about Graham Hancock, and it feels like he's uncovering a lot of these theories, like that the whole polar shift happening, and then all that stuff also lines up with the Bible of like when it happens and the seventh day and all that. And
there was a guy named Simcha Bobovich, I think his name was, and he had a show that I used to watch. I think it was called like the History Detective or something, and he went back and basically showed proof of what the actual plagues of Egypt were, like when the Red Sea parted and all the frogs, dying.
Yeah, like what really happened, like what they meant by that.
What really happened, yeah. And dude,
and
it was fascinating. It made sense.
There was one there was one I saw about the parting of the seas. I can't recently. I can't remember what it was.
It wasn't the Red Sea. It was actually the Reed Sea. And every year, if there's a certain type of storm, it causes it to like be where you can walk across it. Like all this crazy stuff, dude.
Yeah, that's
or there was there's a major earthquake that happened, and it caused the sea to lower, and
even the shit with like Moses and the bush, and then you find out that bush had DMT in it, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's all a big huge DMT trip.
Yeah.
A lot of those, you know what I'm saying? Like most of those stories, like if you look into it, there's something that kind of makes sense of all of it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What was that bush called? There's
the burning
bush.
About?
Yeah, the burning bush. Yeah, there's DMT in that bitch.
Yeah, that's why they're burning it. They're smoking it, getting high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The crazy thing is that, bro, there's this new comic coming out, right? And it's about the story is about this guy can only go back in time. He can't go forward. But whenever he goes back in time, he still ages, right? So it's not like he can stay the same age. So basically
just in real time.
Yeah, in real time,
Okay.
Yeah, but he can only back in time. And one of the questions was, if you could go back and relive the same year, 1 year out of your life over and over, what would it be? And it made me think, like, if you could go back in time and relive just like 1 decade of your life, what would it be? Would it be
decade or 1 year?
Yeah. Yeah, it made me think decade, because it'd be better being a decade. Like, would it be like
it's a completely different question, yeah.
Yeah, it's a completely different question. It just,
probably because my 20s, because in my early 20s I had a house and I was balling, and I had all this cool shit, and then I threw it all away to fucking heroin. I did heroin for a few years and just repeat that over and over.
Yeah, that's a good one. I thought it made me start thinking. It made me start thinking of that, like the way that time is, and that maybe these discoveries could make us figure out time, and we could get to the point where we could go back in time and relive those things and do these things, you know?
I don't know if you ever, this one recent script that I wrote, it's called Outset. One of the themes of it that I did a deep dive on is called eternalism, where it's just all time and everything's happening at once. And once you start looking into that, that kind of like actually makes sense too, you know,
Yeah.
where it's not really linear as we think it is. It's just
Yeah.
where it's just the dimensions that we're in. That's just the only way we can perceive it, you know, and think
Yep.
of it. But in actuality, it's kind of all happening at the same time. These are some deep stoner thoughts, guys.
Exactly. RSO is kicking in, you guys, big time.
Don't forget to let us know what strain you are smoking. Make sure to let us know if it's a sativa or an indica. I am currently hitting both the apple fritter and grape kush, and McClay is hitting before the show, he was hitting the grapes of wrath. So yeah, bro, we should it's like all times happening at the same time, you know what I mean, bro? No, but it's kind of a cool, just get really high and look up eternalism.
It's kind of cool to get really high and do.
I just don't think I'm at the point where I don't care if people are religious. Like the people that I know that are religious actually they live like decent, good lives. I feel like they have at least like morals and things they abide to and stuff like that. But but that also seems like it creates all this hate and just wars and all this crazy shit that will just never end and never go away. And I'm at the point where I know everyone says this, I'm spiritual, but I don't believe in religion. But I just think we're just floating around in some larger dude being nutsack and we don't even know it. You know what I mean? Or like, you know, when you see people looking at microbes and stuff and there's like a whole little world down there. We're just a whole little world in something that's so big that we'll never be able to comprehend.
Yeah,
you're not even listening.
I agree.
You don't
No,
listen
I
to a word
agree.
I said.
I agree. I don't think we can comprehend it. I try to think about. I sit there and I think about the fact that you know when they talk about the that deep star field picture where it's all those different galaxies and universe, and I just sit there and think about that, and I can't comprehend that. You know what I mean? So if I can't comprehend that, there's no way I'm going to be able to comprehend time and time travel and just there's no way.
Well, wouldn't it suck to like pick a religion and then you're at the gates and they're like, yeah, dude, it wasn't Catholics, it was the Mormons. And you're like,
you got to go back. Yeah, you got to go back. Try again.
You got to go back.
This is my 30th time. Damn it. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's like that movie Arrival.
It was Joseph Smith the whole time. He was right.
Yeah.
It was those magical tablets.
Hey, maybe
right when you get up there, he's like, "Where's your magical underwear?" And I'm like, "God damn it, Riddle was right."
Oh boy,
dude! There's actually a really cool YouTube channel where a guy goes around and hangs out with different cultures and just, you know, it's just really fucking fascinating. And he actually went to Salt Lake City and hung out with this cool Mormon dude. And just showed Salt Lake City and how the Mormons roll and all this. It was pretty interesting.
Remember that dude that you showed? You remember the dude that you showed the other night? That was the Mason dude. You hear he's getting a bunch of shit.
Yeah, he's getting death threats like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
he actually posted like the full video and was like, "You know what, guys,
it.
just clip this however you want." Blah blah blah.
He's been doing it since he was 18.
How weird is that shit, dude? The Mason shit.
And he did it all to do this. It was the plan the whole time.
Oh, you mean getting in it? It was just to expose it? Yeah, they have to know who it is. You know? Can you pull the mic closer?
It was that kid, dude.
No, when you chew.
Oh, sorry, bro.
I'm just kidding.
I'm stoned, dude. And good, dude.
This is turned into an ASMR. Hey, keep chewing. Actually, I'll just be quiet.
Yeah. It's gone. But it's good.
You see those motherfuckers that make a bunch of money out doing that? They just make sounds. They'll be like,
yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? But they had their titties out. They got big old knockers. Well, I know why you're watching.
The mic. They're licking the mic.
Yeah, no shit. I think Twitch had to crack down on that.
Yeah, dude. Like the hot tub streams, dude.
Well, now they just do that on Kick, don't they? Or do they allow that on Kick? That Amaroth chick?
Probably.
She signed a Kick.
Yeah, probably. Most likely.
But do you got more for the UFO stuff, or?
I think that's basically it for tonight. We're gonna have a lot next week, dude, because of all this news.
Sweet.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Right on.
Hell yeah. So,
we're good. Sorry.
I want to get into this Elon Musk stuff because this shit blows me away.
All right. Yeah, let's do it. You have it ready?
I'm pulling it up. All right. So Elon was in New York, right? He was doing like an interview there with the New York Times. Does that make sense? Is that right?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
He was. Look how weird he looks, bro. He looks like he's reptilian in this, man.
Well, first of all, he has hair plants.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know if you've seen him when he was bald in his fucking 20s, but and plus he sleeps for like 2 hours a night. So
yeah.
Well, you should set up the story of this where on Twitter he's getting called out for certain things, certain views, and a bunch of big brands pulled out, like Apple and I don't know, Amazon. All these brands I don't give a fuck about, so I don't give a shit.
When he took over,
yeah,
when he took over, that's what happened, right? They all said we're leaving because Elon's running the company.
Well, no, they just left. Like this last week, they're all protesting against him because they're calling him anti-Semitite or some shit like that.
Anti-Semitic, yeah.
Semitic, sorry. What did I say? I'm fucking stoned, sorry.
Semitite, yeah. All right, here we go.
You don't want them to advertise? No. What do you mean?
So he asked them, he goes, what about the advertisers? I thought this was it, but let me play this.
You don't want them to advertise? No. What do you mean?
Maybe this is it.
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself. But go fuck yourself.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
That's going to go down as a legendary moment, dude.
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself. But go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
The way he does the hand movements, dude, it's so fucking amazing. This is going to be clipped and put on everybody's soundboard. You're right, dude. You're 100% right.
DJs will use it.
Yeah.
I wish I had a list of all the companies that were, going off of Twitter or whatever, but.
Go fuck yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.
Look at his smile when he looks at him. You could, dude.
The reporter just fucking froze up. He was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah, and this reporter kept on trying to ask, "Have you watched the whole thing, dude?"
No, I didn't.
The whole thing it's cringeworthy, man.
But I don't understand how these reporters can even look up themselves half the time.
All right, here's the full 2-minute video. Yeah, you're right. You're right, dude. Like.
There's constantly I see reporters just looking like complete dumb fucks because they're always trying to set up somebody like Elon or somebody and make them look bad, and then it just backfires on them. It's like, how the fuck do you show up to work the next day?
Yeah, this thing's super cringy.
There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger.
And look what it says underneath it. Musk, anti-Semitism was not.
That's what
my
I'm talking
intention.
about. That's what I'm talking about. All those companies just the other day, bro, left Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it because they're calling them that because of I don't know. I don't know exactly what he said. He made a tweet that pissed off all these companies, and that's why he's responding like this.
There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger
I hope
today.
they stop.
You hope
don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
Look how he says no. It's like, no, fuck them. No. Like, watch that, dude.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Don't
I watched it a
advertise.
million times a day. Yeah,
You don't want them to
saw it.
advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go yourself.
But
go yourself.
He's pretty
Is
much
that clear?
talking like Bob Iger.
I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
Oh, there he goes right there.
Well, let me ask you then.
I'm sure you're
That's
in the
pretty-
audience. What a boss, bro.
And Bob Iger's just eating complete fucking shit right now.
Yeah. Yep. All right, here we go.
That's how I feel. Don't advertise.
How do you think then about the economics of X? If part of the underlying model, at least today, and maybe it needs to shift, maybe the answer is it needs to shift away from advertising. If you believe that this is the one part of your business where you will be beholden to those who have this view, what do you do?
Why?
I understand that, but there's a reality too, right?
Yes. No.
I mean, Linda Yaccarino's right here, and she's got to sell advertising.
Absolutely. So, no, totally. So, no. Actually, what?
You could tell he's hyped and he's on something.
Totally. So
Yeah,
no.
definitely.
Actually, what this advertising boycott is going to do? It's going to kill the company.
And do you think that
and the whole world will know that those advertisers killed the company, and we will document it in great detail.
But those advertisers, I imagine, are going to say we didn't kill the company.
Oh yeah.
They're going to say
tell it to Earth.
But they're going to say that,
tell it to Earth.
Yeah,
he don't give a fuck. He
I didn't
doesn't
hear
care.
that part.
He's like,
That's crazy, dude.
just burn it. I don't care. This will kill the company. Just burn it. Fuck it. And everybody will know it's because of these people. He's just letting it burn.
they're going to say, Elon, that you killed the company because you said these things and that they were inappropriate things and that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform, right? That's what they're going to say.
And let's see how Earth responds to that.
GFY.
He's bad, dude.
He's
I don't
fucking
understand why
crazy,
people would
dude.
hate him saying fuck off to all these major corporations. I've
know.
boycotted Disney for like the last 3 years, dude. Haven't watched any of their shit.
Well, what did Iger just had his big comment that he made, right?
Yeah, so we all know Disney's just been failing year after year, and they just keep putting all their woke bullshit in there. And there's actual videos of them admitting this. Like, yeah, we want 50% of our characters, this and that. Well, Disney CEO Bob Iger says company's movies have been too focused on messaging. Bob Iger acknowledged his company has focused too much on movie messaging and not enough on quality storytelling. Let's see. He named 2 new board members as he prepares for a proxy fight. And blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Disney has drawn ire from Republican politicians for being too woke in its storytelling. And I mean, we talk about this all the time. It's like we go to the movies and read comics and do all this shit to escape all this bullshit politics and stuff. And these companies and these writers are infested with not even infested. They have all of their ideologies, and then they makes them feel self-righteous to insert them into books, whether it helps the story or not. Usually it doesn't, there's like smart ways to do all that shit. And I think Disney's finally realizing it because they fucking ran Star Wars into the ground. Like all their whether you like Star Wars or not, McClay, because I know you still watch it, the numbers, like even that Ahsoka show or whatever, are down. You know what I mean? From like comparison to other shows and shit. So Marvel's done fucking dog shit. Like every fucking new show they come out with, or even like that Marvel show, just eats shit. And they just kept
Disney
doubling
broke
down
a
on it.
record, right? Didn't Disney break a record for like most money lost in two movies or something like
like
that?
a month ago, it was like $400 million or something, but it could, you know, it's probably even more than that because there's another movie that came out called Wish that just fucking flopped. And then maybe you know more about this than me. I was shocked to hear that they were going to renew She-Hulk 2, but then now they're not, I guess, because of this new Bob Iger comment. So,
wow,
why? Like I heard that show was complete dog shit. I didn't watch it though, so I can't really say. But then another thing, Bob Iger. Do you remember when Bob Iger stepped down for a little bit, and then another dude came in? I forgot his name. He completely threw shade at that guy. Kind of like blamed everything on him. It's like, motherfucker, you ran Disney this last all 2023. Like next year, better fucking. I wouldn't even mind, dude. Honestly, I hate to say this, if they just completely ran Disney into the ground and it just went away. I wouldn't care.
I think it would be very, very sad because I know a lot of people. And here's obviously it'd be sad, but dude, think about all the people that would lose their jobs. That would suck. That would suck. That it's one of the biggest fucking companies. It's the biggest. I feel like.
Well, don't blame me. Blame like
no, of course not. Yeah, blame them. Yeah, fuck yeah. But
I felt bad. They're already losing their jobs. They're already laying people off like a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let it burn.
Fucking A. It would be sad, but I don't.
I know what you mean. I feel bad for that.
But it's exactly what we've been saying. That quote that you just posted, bring that back up where it says the first thing you read is exactly what we've all been screaming at, crying about for the longest time, where he says Disney's CEO acknowledges his company has focused too much on movie messaging and not enough on quality storytelling.
Yeah, there's leaked videos of Zoom meetings from these Disney producers who are talking about like, yeah, let's just, you know, insert this into there. Like it's not done like the right smart way. It's just people trying to feel good about themselves. I don't know. It's weird to me.
Yeah.
Content
good storytelling.
Good
storytelling will win almost all the time. You know?
I want to. Speaking of good storytelling, let me fucking ask you about this shit. Let me see. I think I saved it. What is
Remember,
this,
you guys
dude?
let us know. What is this?
This is supposed to be the new Superman.
So in the new Superman series, they did do this. This has been happening for a while. That's his like boyfriend, who's also I think he turned into the villain and everything. Yeah,
so
man.
This, Ethan Van Sciver tweeted, Superman is now exchanging gay nudes with a pink-haired twink while Metropolis burns, I guess. The old Superman took bullets to the chest. This one takes balls to the chin.
That's hardcore, bro.
Why does this current crop of writers force us to watch our heroes be dull? Go fight crime, asshole. So what do you think of that, McClay?
So here's what I originally thought about it. The story when it first came out, dude, was fucking good, dude. It was really good. It was the idea about him losing his dad had to go fight crime and he never came back, and it was this time travel storyline, and it was really, really good, man. And it was him talking about, you know, his father not being there, and that he knows that there's going to be a point because he went into the future, and he knows there's going to be a point where his dad goes and doesn't come back.
So this is Superman's son, right?
Yeah, John Kent. Yep. And that was just a really good story. The first 3 issues were really fucking good, dude. And then it just
I guess my point is like, does this being that good, does this ruin the comic, or does this matter? Is this pandering? Like, you know what I mean? Or is this, what is this?
in my
Is this
in
part
my
of the story?
opinion,
Is this important to
no,
the story? Does this make the characters better?
No,
Okay.
no. In my opinion, no, because what made this character was great. John Kent was a great character to begin with because they didn't have to throw in this pandering aspect. When John Kent first came to the scene, he was him and Batman's son Damian, right? And they were called Super Sons, and they were young kids. They were like, I think 12 years old, and it was so good, dude. It was a great storytelling. It lasted like a decent amount of issues, a year or two. It was probably some of the best comic book writing in comic books at the time, and they gave the origin of this character, and they built this story of this character, and then all of a sudden they say, nope, we want to change everything. They quickly age him 13 years, turn him into a young adult, and now he's gay now.
Who's
I
the
don't
writer?
care about
who's the writer?
Was it Tom, who wrote this? Let me I think, was it Bendis or Tom King? I can't remember who wrote it. Let me see here.
See that? Is this the same storyline right here? I don't know what this is.
Yeah. Let's see here. Tom Taylor wrote it. It was so the storyline was called Superman, the Son of Kal-El. It was really, really good, and that is where they brought this character in. And Tom Taylor is the name of the guy who wrote that series, I believe. Yep. There
we go.
Yeah, it says here, after his father's departure to space, 17-year-old John Kent takes up the mantle of Earth's Superman. Hoping to change the world and tackle modern-day issues, John begins to listen to an underground journalism stream known as The Truth. After hearing, you guys can't tell me this isn't total political. They're throwing like politics. He begins to listen to an underground journalism stream known as The Truth. After hearing on the stream about a boat of refugees sinking, John saves the boat and flies them to Metropolis. He then explains to the head of The Truth, who reveals himself to be 17-year-old Jay Nakamura. Jay explains that the refugees were both from, and that's Jay Nakamura ends up becoming is that character right there, his boyfriend. And I believe I quit after like issue 5, I quit reading, dude. I quit reading. Yeah, 100%.
Is it because of this shit?
Yeah, it was. It got to be too pandering. It got to be too pandering for me, man. Yeah. It was bad, dude.
Now look,
it was bad.
I don't give a fuck about this shit if it honestly made the story better. You know what I mean? Like if it enhances the story. But I've met other fellow like writers and filmmakers who just insert sex scenes, just insert them for whatever. This is pandering for sure, as just as a sex scene, and then it's pandering on a double for the whole fucking other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is like double pandering.
Yeah. And I guess my whole thing about all of a sudden they make him gay. Well, we don't know if he was gay or not when he was young. So I shouldn't say they made him gay, but that was a big, yeah, you know what I mean? Listen, there is a lot of thoughts with how all the pandering happens, and it's bad on multiple ways. It's there's people that are writing stories in many ways that it feels like they don't care about the story at all. And Taika Waititi is a perfect example of that with his thing coming out saying that he didn't care any way about the Thor.
Why would you? I could feel that as an audience member. I felt like this guy fucking hates the audience. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
obviously, like it was so obviously that he hated that material. I cannot believe he said that out loud. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, why would you say that out loud and just piss off and now you're gonna fucking handle I mean, I don't give a fuck because I'm not gonna watch it anyway, but now you're gonna handle Star Wars and you're gonna
Yeah.
fuck that up. It's just gonna have all
Yep.
those cheesy jokes that he does. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
Yeah.
dumb, dude.
Well, the biggest thing that you can do is piss off a fan base by saying, I don't care about the storyline that you guys love.
I feel, you know who I feel sorry for the most out of all of that? Chris Hemsworth, who fucking put his goddamn heart and soul in that fucking role, got roided to the gills, was in the gym every day for fucking 10 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what, dude? I'm actually really happy for him because the Furiosa trailer
Yeah.
just dropped, and I saw
Oh,
an
I haven't
interview
seen
with
it.
Oh, it's amazing, dude. And I saw an interview with him. He goes, "This is my proudest thing I've ever done." Like he's like, "This is like you could tell he's kind of just saying like not shitting on Marvel, but like I'm finally done with a real filmmaker." You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess we could play it. It'd probably have a strike or
I
whatever.
haven't seen it. Yeah.
We'll play a little bit of it.
That's crazy, man.
The guy's
But
working with George Miller and shit. What were you
wow.
no, go ahead, dog.
I didn't even know about this.
Yeah, so it stars Chris Hemsworth and that what's her name? Anna Taylor-Joy. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Whatever you have to do. However long it takes. Promise me you'll find your way home. Furiosa. Give me this promise.
The making for these films are amazing, dude. It's crazy how they film this shit and choreograph all this shit.
Look how beautiful that is right there.
That's a cool transition.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Dude, that's all CGI. They really film that shit. It's nuts. That's probably CGI.
I'm Furiosa!
The darkest of angels. The question is,
So bad.
do you have it in you to make it epic?
Wow.
Bro, that's the kind of movie that that's a movie that you go into the theater and you just watch loud as fuck, you know, and just immerse
Yeah.
yourself in and shit. Like George Miller is a fucking filmmaker. I feel like there's certain movies that are just coming back that are bringing film back, at least personally for me. Like Oppenheimer was kind of the start of it. But now, dude, I can't wait to go see Napoleon. I don't know if you want to go see it, but
I definitely want to
kinda-
go see it.
I want to see that in a fucking theater. And then this is
Yeah.
probably another one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some fucking
There's a
pretty epic
rumor.
stuff in
I got one for you just to throw a little cherry on top of all this. There's a rumor going around that Anna Taylor-Joy has been cast to play Silver Surfer in the new Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, so is that good or bad news? I saw people stoked
That's
for that, and
terrible.
some
If
people
that's
just
true,
pissed about
yeah,
that
if that's
because but I don't know anything
here,
about the Silver Surfer, so
if that's true, that's going to piss me off, because then again, they're just changing a story that people have loved. But here's what I hope they do. I hope they make her a different Herald of Galactus, Herald named Nova, who's female. Her name was Frankie Ray. She became a Herald of Galactus called Nova. And if they tell that story where she's Frankie Ray Nova, that would be perfect. And like have the actual Silver Surfer Norrin Rad out there. You know, he's already done his round with Galactus and he's pissed. You know, that type of thing. You could tell a good story that way. You don't have to change the character to tell a good story. You could still have a cool female Herald of Galactus and have her play that role instead of changing something we all love. Just
you mean,
it
and
feels
like you mean, and also having the Silver Surfer there at the same time?
Yeah. You don't even have to have the Silver Surfer there if you don't want. He, you know, he doesn't have to be part of that story.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
And
They're
then you don't
combining
have
it.
to.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And then they don't have to ruin the Silver Surfer.
What's your opinion about the casting choice of that main dude? What's his name? Is it Norman Reed?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but you know, I've also always said that, you know, a good actor can change that. You know, a good actor can change my choice for casting. But
he's a great
I'm
actor.
not a real big.
I think I'm just burnt out on that guy because he's been casting everything. You know, I'm a huge fan of no-name actors for roles. I know that's not good for when you're producing a movie and trying to get you have to attach these big names to sell it stuff. But when I see a movie, like I love when there's no name actor, because then I'm not tying their celebrity or any of their previous roles to it. It just, I don't know. To me, it makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
That's when I know like one of these celebrities are good actors is when, you know, I can disassociate their celebrity and, you know, things like that.
Yep.
Only a few actors
just like
that,
Denzel Washington in Training Day is always the example I give. You forget that that's Denzel Washington or anything to do with Denzel
fucking
Washington.
Most Christian Bale movies like American Psycho or fucking The Machinist.
Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's another one, dude, that I have that happen to all the time. So yeah, Machinist was crazy, bro. But
the craziest thing about The Machinist is not the fact that he even ate the apple a day and smoked cigarettes to get down to like 120 pounds. It's the fact that he went to 220 for Batman Begins and was 30 pounds overweight. They actually delayed the production of Batman Begins for a month because he came back too, you know, overweight or whatever. So
and then he went and lost a bunch of weight again.
That's a crazy yeah, dude, his body's got to be fucked.
Yeah,
he's lost
years off his. Yep, he's lost years off of his life for doing that, for sure.
I think that would be awesome though, dude, just to fucking gain a shit ton of weight for a role.
Yeah. And then be able to lose it. That's the hard part.
Jared Leto did that when he played the guy that assassinates John Lennon. I forgot the name
and then he did Dallas Buyers Club after it, right?
Oh yeah,
before it.
Yeah, he did that too.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of skinny dude anyway.
Yeah. Another great actor that is just a douchebag.
Yeah,
there's a lot of those out there, dude.
As invested, like film is my shit, man. Like I love that stuff more than anything, but for some reason I'm just burnt out on all these fucking pretentious actors.
Yeah. They seem to. Here's the thing that pisses me off about the casting of Pedro Pascal. I feel like they're just swapping the same character actors out for all these roles. Like, you know, Star Wars and Disney and Marvel are all using the same 4 or 5 actors. It feels like. Yeah. One of these days we're gonna get Swaggle House on this show to talk about film with them. So that's
sick.
definitely coming. Yeah.
I feel like what we were just talking about.
The fact that they're using the same actors over and over.
Yeah, I feel like, especially with Marvel characters and these superhero characters, they're such big names as the character themselves. You don't have to have like a big actor play them. You know what I mean? Like when Chris Evans plays Captain America, like it's Captain America still. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, they're bigger than the role.
Yeah,
The name
exactly.
of the character is bigger
yeah,
than the
the
role.
Marvel character is, at least to me.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah, well,
This is pretty dope. I think I reposted this because my homie Scott Levesque worked on this, but these pictures dropped for the new Fallout show.
oh yeah, I
Based
saw
off the
these. This
game.
looks
And
crazy.
so this is developed by Lisa Joy and Jonathan Nolan. And Jonathan Nolan
Wow.
is Christopher Nolan's brother, which is fucking bad motherfucker. These pics kind of suck, but
Is that Bob Odenkirk?
no, I think that's I think it's Walter Goggins. But he's
Okay.
got like the missing nose and shit. Look how badass that is. I thought
Wow,
I had
man.
better pics than that, but I showed a leaked trailer a few weeks ago. There's a leaked trailer on the
Uh-huh.
internet, but
Yeah.
yeah, when my buddy
play-
Scott was or sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that first picture. I want to see that first picture. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Who's that? Is that Bob Odenkirk?
Is he supposed to be in it?
I don't know. I'm just wondering. It looks like him.
I don't
I
think
thought
so.
that would be weird.
Let's look at the cast. Where's the IMDb?
It's a series, huh?
Yeah, so look at how crazy this character looks, dude.
Whoa.
That's Walter Goggins, I think. Here, well, I'll check here in a second. These pics are better.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Walter Goggins, that ghoul, that dude I just showed.
Yeah.
I don't really recognize anybody else.
Johnny Pemberton. That's who it is.
By the way, Walter Goggins is a phenomenal actor, especially like a comedic actor, like in Vice Principals. Hilarious. He's so fucking funny. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
He's in a bunch
He
of
also plays a
Tarantino
good bad guy.
movies.
Yeah. Plays a great bad guy.
Yeah, I don't.
Looks
I
like
don't
a lot of
fucking-
no names on there. I'm good with that. A lot of
Yeah.
people that I don't recognize other than Walter Goggins.
I trust Jonathan Nolan. He's a
Yeah.
really good writer. Most of my favorite Christopher Nolan films were written by Jonathan Nolan. But yeah, my buddy Scott worked on the lighting crew for the Fallout series, and not only did he say he learned a lot, but he's fucking moving a light from one location to another, and he looks up and just walks by Elon Musk, and I was like, what the fuck? And he said they were using Starlink on the set because I think they were shooting it in Utah, but they were, editing it in fucking LA. So as soon as there's like a guy on set usually who like downloads the footage and everything from the camera to like, wherever you're storing it, but they were just sending it straight to fucking LA after they were shooting it, so they can start
With
editing
Starlink.
it and shit. With
Yeah,
Starlink. Yeah.
that's
and
cool.
Elon Musk was using yeah. So I thought that was kind of cool.
That's super cool. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking, I don't know, kind of interested to see how films and episodic television is next year, just because of the writer's strike delayed a lot of the shooting and filming for everything. So a lot of things that were supposed to come out next year are probably going to be delayed till 2025,
Well, that'll be interesting to hear, to see where they go with all that, because they got a lot of ground to make up, man. If with these movies not doing as well and people just not liking the content that's being put out on everything else, they've got a lot of ground to make up. So,
Do you want to see the lamest moment in sports history, guys?
yeah, this is the lamest. Definitely, we got to think about that. That's a great question. What is the lamest moment in sports history? This
That should
definitely
have
is
been
up
the
there.
question. I think
Yeah.
it is.
I
Like,
think it's
what's
up there
lamer
too.
than
Top
this?
3. Top 3.
Yeah, let's talk about this, chat. What is lamer than this? Greg Popovich stopping the game to hop on the mic and demand Spurs fans stop booing Kawhi is the lamest thing ever done in sports. I believe that. And by the way, the player's on the other team.
Yeah, well, he used to be on the Spurs.
Let's see what the
So
video-
they were still booing him. They weren't clapping him. He's a former Spurs player
What the
too.
fuck's the clip? Hang on, let me find that clip really quick.
Yeah, dude, it is horrible. So basically, if you guys don't know, Kawhi Leonard is like a either you love him or you hate him, and he used to play for San Antonio.
Right,
he won, he won championships there. Well, he got traded because he didn't want to play there anymore, and then he got traded from another place, and so they're back in San Antonio. Greg Popovich is his former coach, and Greg Popovich stops the game because they're booing him so bad to tell the fans to quit booing him. Unbelievable. Go ahead.
Percent from the line on the season. And Kawhi with 8 points tonight, 3 of 5 from the floor. It is only 3.
Excuse me for a second.
Pops on the mic.
Stop all the booing, let these guys play. It's got no class. It's not who we are. Knock off the booing.
Pop telling the fans.
Who the fuck this dude? You know what, bro? If I was a ref, I would have been like, technical foul, you're fucking out of here. Get your fucking goofy ass off the mic. What the fuck?
You know what's going to be awesome
no one's ever
about
allowed
this?
to do that.
Every place they go this year, they should be booed the whole game. Yeah.
Fuck out of them. Yeah.
Boo. Yeah.
I wonder if that's happened.
For sure.
Yeah. What is
Yeah,
lamer than that?
There's not much, man. That's pretty damn lame, dude.
I'm trying to think of another
bad
moment. I'm sure there's a bunch.
Well, maybe wasn't there that moment in a Cubs game where a fan hit the ball out of the glove and it could have sent his team to the World Series? That type of thing's pretty
bad
lame.
for that kid.
Yeah, I feel bad for him too. But maybe if there's anything where like, oh, I remember. You remember that one time when the umpire was feeling the Diamondbacks pitcher's hand and looking at him in the eye, just trying to. Have you ever seen that? Bro, this is one of the lamest things ever. Hold on.
Well, it's not as lame as this, but that is pretty lame. God, what's another lame moment?
Bumgarner. Okay, so this takes place right here, bro. In all right, this takes place in back a few years ago during the I think it was during the right after the pandemic, and they made a rule where a bunch of pitchers couldn't use that really sticky stuff. You remember? I don't know if you remember that. So the umpires would go and try and check their hands, right? Well, this umpire and this pitcher don't like each other. Watch what happens in this, bro.
Oh my God. Who's on the D-backs?
Yeah.
You know it's lagging, right? Is it lagging on your end?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's lagging, and I can't hear anything.
Okay. All right.
It does.
So basically, here's the part right here. Let me see if I can play this. Here's the part.
Yeah, it's lagging like a motherfucker. I don't know if it is for you guys at home and chat. There we go. I can see that.
Oh, you guys can't. Can you guys not hear it? You guys probably can't hear it, right? Oh, okay.
The catcher's giving him the evil eye. He's like, "You motherfucker,
bro." Yeah, watch. All right, here we go. Watch.
The ump just fiddles around with it and says, "All right, you're good."
Oh, I love this guy.
But in this case, Mad Bum puts his hand out, and the ump just kind of stares at him, and you can see the catcher stops and looks, and he's like,
"Look at the ump's eyes.
Going on here." And something really weird's going on. Now, the best guess is that his umpire is upset with Bumgarner for showing up the home plate umpire, yelling at him as he walked. So he's mad at him, and he is going to massage his hand for sticky stuff and just never look at his hand once, just stare straight at his face, kind of daring eye contact. Mad Bum feels it happen, looks up.
Watch.
He's like, what? And the guy just still staring as he's massaging his hand. It's awkward. It's serial killer stuff. It's bizarre. Nobody likes it. It's incredibly uncomfortable. And I don't know.
God.
It makes my stomach hurt. And I just feel gross. And Mad Bum, he's finally like in real time. He looks up. He's like, what are you doing? And he goes, you got something to say? Fuck you. And the ump tosses him. Says, get out of here. The Diamondbacks get ready. Torey Lovello, manager, jumps over the railing. Badass, athletic. He's going to come see what's going on.
That might be the
love this
lamest.
guy, because he's the guy that
John Boy.
lip reads, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. This guy's so good.
That might be up there. So those are the two lamest things.
His lip reading looks pretty fucking accurate most of the time too.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and then when you watch it, you're like, yeah, this is fucking funny. It makes you wish like they just had mics so you could hear them.
Yeah.
Baseball ratings would go through the roof if we could hear all the shit talking.
So Cardier West Hartman in the chat is saying that we have to watch this trailer. So we got to watch this. It's called Lady Ballers. Have you seen it? I haven't seen it. All right, here we go.
Oh yeah. This is
yeah. Where women's sports is being transformed. The Daily Wire calls foul with the most triggering comedy of the year.
Guys, this is serious. Sports can be your pathway to a better life.
Well, like yours?
Please don't steal my catalytic converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient in becoming a winner.
Maybe you should try it sometime. Are you gonna move?
I am not.
Let's cut to the chase. I know you're not a woman.
Hey, you don't know how he identifies.
If you can beat them.
What do you know about the U.S. Opens for the Global Games?
You want us to compete as women. $5,000 prizes.
My lover says you were a great coach back in the day.
Join.
This is the way the world is now. My 8-year-old daughter told me all about it. So a guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
Oh, that's called gender fluid.
So I can be a woman on the court and a man in the bedroom. I can't believe it. Nice.
You mean when you're sleeping?
Yes. Coach. Alex. We could play basketball.
We have to get the whole team back together.
It's time.
We're in. I'm in. I'm in.
To play.
Lady Ballers. Line up.
Like a girl.
Guess what? I'm with her. I'm in my room. This is my room.
Pro heroes.
Day one of being a girl athlete.
Bro, this is you can tell that they are totally Daily Wire made this to make fun of certain people, dude. This comes out 2 days after the trailer.
They're just trying to trigger everybody with that, right?
Oh yeah. This is totally a trigger.
Someone's gonna make it. Someone's gonna make it, dude, at some point.
Who's the Bud Light dude or the Bud Light girl or trans girl that Dylan? Yeah, Dylan Mulvaney, I think, maybe. No,
yeah.
Mulaney, something. This is who they're taking a shot at, definitely right here. So you could tell Daily Wire is like, yeah, it's a movie that's coming out, and the Daily Wire is putting it out. It looks like,
yeah, they're all in on that content. Yeah, it's a full film.
Wow.
Well,
yeah, that was only a matter of time.
To the funny and fucked up videos. I just wanted to talk to you guys about Windy City Heat really quick. If you guys have not seen it, it's a film that came out in the early 2000s. It is one of the funniest fucking movies I have ever seen in my entire life. It is already probably in my top 5. I'm going to show you a quick clip of it, but the plot of the movie is there's these two stand-up comedians, and one of their friends, he's kind of, let's just say, simple. He's not the brightest guy. And they convince him that like he got the role of this major feature film and beat out like all these major actors, but the whole film is fake. And every scene is just to torture the fuck out of this guy. And they prank him constantly in real life. And even one of the comedic actors, dude, he wears a wig and he goes by the name of Mole. Well, he does that in real life too. And he thinks that's how he looks in real life. Does that make sense?
It's not almost like what was that Jim Carrey movie?
I don't know.
Or that movie where they filmed them and he didn't know.
Oh, Truman Show.
Truman Show, yeah.
Kind of like that, yeah. But torturing him. Yeah, kind of like that, but fucking absolutely, yeah, it is like
just
that. But absolutely torturing him. Yeah.
Yep.
So they do like things where there's a scene where his character gets thrown into a dumpster, and then they're like, oh, we need more poop, let's do it again, more poop, and they think he's like, more poop, what the fuck? And they start bringing wheelbarrows in of shit, and they put it in there, and they're like, oh, we need more poop, and the director is Bobcat Goldthwait, by the way, and he just has a fucking bullhorn, and he uses it the entire time, even when they're not filming, even in like meetings and like off camera and stuff. He's always, and instead of saying action, he just goes and act. He's like just, there's always little bits that he does. But anyway, here's another scene of kind of a great example of the entire movie, but I highly suggest going to watch this because they have a podcast after this, and it's just, that's even funnier, and it's just endless content. But check this out. So there's this scene, and there's two different bats. One's blue and one's red, and one's real and one's not. And you'll see. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
So he's supposed to be listening. Mole, the guy at the wig.
And that's
So
the
he's
guy
tied.
there.
Yeah, that's the guy. He's tied to the chair. He thinks he's the star of this movie and is really filming, but this whole thing's fake. And this is real. This is all real.
Turn it up a little bit if you can.
I can't get it any louder.
It's all good.
So, Stone? Hey, I'll bet you even with all your sports knowledge, you didn't know my friend here Brock used to play in the big leagues. Now, did ya? Yeah.
I love how they play the actual movie footage too.
Yeah, it cuts back and forth. There's hidden cameras everywhere.
Mouth.
Yeah.
I had to take the fall for 30 seconds. That ain't great. Didn't even give me a Ruby! Get her out, baby! Jesus fucking Christ! It's a fucking wooden bed, you asshole! That's the last Bond we had. I was in the mall. Got the wrong bed.
This is the funniest part.
Okay, thank you. It's going to take at least an hour. All right, everybody, we can thank Mole. That's going to take an hour. Thanks, Mole.
I think he already said it. He's like, why is the red bat even here?
Yeah.
And then they leave his ass.
Somebody get on the muscles on me.
Bro, the whole movie is just torturing this guy, bro. It's the funniest shit ever, dude. Even when Jordan was watching it, bro, she was crying loud. I've never seen Jordan laugh so hard during a movie. So during that dumpster scene, they're like, hey, why don't you just ask for a stunt double? You don't got to do this. And he's like, all right, stunt double. So he gets a stunt double. The very next scene, he's supposed to have a sex scene with this really hot chick. And right before the sex scene, like she like pulls him in, and she's like super hot. Bobcat goes, cut. All right, guys, this is gonna be a very sexual scene, very sensual. If you're offended, please leave. Blah, blah, blah. All right, bring in stunts. And another guy who's like way bigger and fatter than him, but like he's wearing a wife beater and undies just like he is. He's like, he's like, no. He's like, I don't get to film this scene. He's like, no, this is a stunt. And he's all like pissed off, like because he wanted to film that scene because he thought he was gonna film a sex scene with this chick. And they're like, you said you wanted stunts. He's like, I don't want a stunt for this. Oh. It's just funny, dude. It's called Windy City Heat. I'm actually embarrassed I don't already know about it. Like I just watched it about a week ago. But these guys,
I remember them talking about it years ago. I remember Don Barris talking about it because Don Barris. Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually a really funny stand-up, and that mole guy's pretty funny too.
The Comedy Store legend for sure.
Fucking holy shit. And then they have a podcast, dude, and then their podcast, they just completely fuck with them the entire time too. So like one of the things they'll do is like, you guys want to do trivia? You can win $500, and they'll pull out $100 bills. And I'll ask all these questions, but Mo already knows the answer, so he wins every single time, and the guy just gets mad. He's like, I already know Mo's gonna win. Knows all the answers, because he actually knows. You know what I mean? There are answers that he can never get, or questions he can never get. And Mo's like, I got $500, and he's just like, I'll just leave it right here, and he puts it like out front of the table, right in front of him.
I'm gonna
Fucking, he's my favorite dude ever right now, dude. Anyway,
speaking about stand-up, and my favorite stand-up comedian right now, I saw this posted on IG. I got to show you, dude. Shane Gillis clip.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
With him and Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle brought up Shane Gillis to specific.
Before, but play it again.
Yeah. He brought up Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle brought up Shane Gillis specifically to tell this joke because he thought it was so funny.
Shane, you once did a joke that I love, and I hate making requests. I saw you do a joke about Donald Trump getting shot.
All right. No. I said, of all the presidents, I think it's fair to say Donald Trump would be the funniest one to see get shot. Because he'd be in the middle of a speech talking shit. Just, you're gay. The shooter would be coming at him and be like, sit down, get down. What a loser, get down, sit down. But just the noise he would make when he got hit. Even if you love Donald Trump, it would be funny. As soon as he got hit, he'd be like, ah. But the rest of the joke, which was my favorite part, that didn't really, a lot of people didn't like it, was Biden. I think Biden's the first president you could punch assassinate.
He's definitely, I think, my number one right now. Like as far as new comedians and shit, dude.
By far, bro.
He's so fucking funny. Did you see all that crazy shit with that Matt Rife comedian?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen like a rise and like fall and then kind of rise again so fast. I'm not like necessarily a fan or anything of him, but I follow stand up. But I remember when he would just show up on my TikToks a lot because my TikTok's full of stand up comedy, and he would just be doing all this crowd work and all this shit. And he came from that, you know, that show where they would like roast each other on MTV. I forgot what that was, Wild and Out or something like that. Anyway, he got a Netflix special, and one of his first jokes was like super controversial. Apparently, it was about women being in the kitchen or some shit. And so 99% of his audience are women because he plays into it. He like his flyers will have his shirt off and shit. You know what I mean? And so he like plays into that. They get all offended by this joke, and then he goes on a story and he's like, anyone offended by the joke, here's the link, you know, and the link took you to a to buy helmets for special needs people. So he kind of like got rid of all his women audience, and then like people like me, I think that's fucking hilarious. So I'm like, oh yeah, he's kind of funny, you know what I mean? So I checked out his special, and it's just not funny at all. I had to turn it off in like 10 minutes. It was so bad. It was bad, dude.
I
tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, dude. I tried, but it was just the jokes just were not. They weren't even jokes.
Yeah,
you know, Shane Gillis writes jokes and bits. You know what I mean, with stories.
Yes. Yeah, real jokes, a real comedian.
Yeah, real jokes. He was just
ups. Yeah.
he was just saying stuff like, I'm not gonna believe a chick that believes on a planet a million. Well, yeah, like that's dumb.
Yeah.
Like that's not a bit. That's just like that's I don't know.
Yeah, that's you know
Like-
what
like
that dude is? He's like one of your friends that like always you laugh at when you're stoned, and he's like, I can be a comedian, man. You know, that's what that is. That's
Well, he
that type
fucking
of
made
person.
$25 million this last year, so
Yeah.
he did
Yep.
something right. I don't think he gives a
Yep.
fuck.
He used it all for plastic surgery.
Yeah, I just saw that today. I saw a picture
Yeah.
of him, what he looked like years ago, and I was like, what the fuck? That's real?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, you're right about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's fucking weird, man. That's weird to me. Like,
Yeah.
like those Kardashian chicks, and
They
their
get
faces are
addicted
just
to it.
completely different. And it's like, I don't personally know any guy that's like attracted to that. You know what I mean? That fake ass looking face shit. And are you
It's-
guys attracted to that?
It's like laughable, and I think they're so addicted to getting the it's also like the people that have like bulimia and anorexia, when they're just bones, they don't see themselves as that way, you know, even though we can
Dude.
see it that way.
Have you seen that crazy chick
Yeah,
that's
that
bones on
girl.
TikTok?
Yeah, it's
She just
sad.
showed up on my
It's
feed
sad.
today, and people are
Yeah.
watching and telling her how pretty and beautiful she is, and I'm just like, she's
Yeah.
gonna die. Like, what the
It's
fuck?
sad. Yeah. Do you remember the famous story about me getting pulled over having Steve in my trunk? And the
Steve
cop, he
who?
mooned the cop. Our buddy that we grew up with, Steve. I don't want to say his last name. M.
Does it start with an M?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
And he mooned the cop.
Mhm.
This totally reminded me of it. Watch this. Hold on here. This is funny.
Stuff is
So this guy put up a bumper sticker on his car that says "Honk if you worship the devil." Watch this.
stuff is honk if you worship the devil.
This guy does next level prank, bro. I
Yeah.
follow this guy. He does next level prank. This is genius already.
It's green.
I would love that more than anything in the world. See, these are pranks that don't hurt anybody. Like, that guy's gonna go to work and be like, oh my god. That's so funny, dude.
He's road raging now. He's mad. You're the one who's worshiping the devil. If you think I'm sexy, where Jacob's gonna sit at the green.
No,
I'm jealous of this guy. He just has like this group of friends, and that's all they do is make content like that, and they actually make a living off of doing that. And they're not those pranks where it's like fuck someone's day at their job up, or someone just trying to do their normal day shit. Like it actually, and if they do, they usually like give them a fucking PS5 or money or a bunch of money, or they hook them up.
Yeah.
There was that do you know that Gideon dude is? He's like I think he's a streamer. So
he's got like 8
saw
million followers on YouTube or something like that.
Yeah, so he started as a prank guy. Well, I just saw a video with him today where he just deleted all of his prank videos because I think he became religious, and he said how one of his pranks, I forgot what he said it was, but anyway, he did this prank, and what people didn't realize is that prank caused like 2 or 3 people to lose their job, and he's like, I don't want, that's evil. He admitted it. He's like took full responsibility for it and shit. He's like, I don't want to do that anymore. So he deleted all that shit. And I was like, yeah, I fucking hate those pranks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When people are just at their job, just doing their, like, life already sucks. And then this fucking TikToker comes in and, fucks with them.
Fucks with you.
Is it raining?
That happens all the time.
Holy shit, it's raining. Is it raining by right now?
No, but I'm looking forward to it. It might be. Yeah, it might be. That's cool. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. So I wanted to I got probably one of the craziest animal videos I've ever seen.
I have a crazy animal video too.
Check
Before,
this
like,
out.
all
This,
right, go ahead. Yeah.
this is a guy. They were walking in the forest or the desert, and they came up on this.
We played this video before too, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I remember this. We played this. It's still cool though.
This is so freaking cool.
It looks fake, dude. It looks so
Who
crazy.
runs into this?
It's lagging. Those are
That's
bad.
crazy.
Those are bad, though. They look fucking...
Dude, if I heard that sound,
I was hearing that at night. You think, yeah, someone was like dying.
like, dude, I look at
Are
them
they,
like
like
arguing.
fighting, is like mating thing? They're fighting
Yeah.
over
Female.
Yeah.
I look at them like they're arguing. Like, there's the one guy going, fuck you, and he's going, fuck you. You know, like in the.
It's one of those videos you could put
yes,
like text to it, you know, like they're saying
yeah.
shit. I do it with my dogs.
I can't believe we're getting.
Two lynxes screaming at each other, man.
Man, I thought I had
Oh
the
my
Gale
God.
video already, but apparently not. But this is my crazy animal video. I don't think I've ever honestly seen this before, dude. White grizzly.
Whoa.
Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought that was just a polar bear. But that's actually...
Wow, that's beautiful, man. Nakota, she is a rare white grizzly sow. The collar she wears so the Canadian government can keep track of her.
Oh, I didn't even
Wow,
notice
that's
there's
awesome.
a collar. Oh, wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Look at that thing, dude. That's so
Massive.
badass. Could you imagine you're stopping for a pic and then you see that? That's
And I bet you
unbelievable.
there's some motherfucker that's out looking to hunt that right now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go kill that fucker. I would, you know what I mean? Like I love that people hunt, and I wish I could do it. And
Well,
feed
maybe
my family to do it.
because maybe people know about it, or because it's tagged or whatever, that you know
that they don't kill it.
if you
Yeah,
do,
that's
you'll
what I
go to
hope.
jail or
Yeah.
something. You know, yeah,
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
bad as fuck.
Yeah. All right, check this out, dude. Have you ever seen those like big puffer fish in like tropical tanks, the big ones?
Yeah, I saw him live just
Yeah.
a few months ago.
Dude, check this out.
Aquarium.
Look at this guy. Listen to him eat. Listen. He's eating clams.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! His big old teeth.
Isn't that crazy? Look at that, dude. Watch it, and you can hear it from outside the tank.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts, dude.
All right. Look at those fucking teeth.
God damn.
These are the frozen clams that he eats. Watch how stoked he gets.
He just shows them.
Yeah.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah. Here's a crab that he gave it.
This thing is fucking living the life, dude.
Right? Dude, I did not know they had teeth like that. That's ASMR right there, bro.
Fish ASMR.
Yeah.
Before I show you this next clip, I have to ask you something, McClay. Chat, you could do this at home too if you want. Can you check your nails really quick?
Yeah.
Like, no, like do it in the camera. Like check your
This?
nails. Yeah, like check your nails in the camera. Like how you like. Okay, cool. Check this out, bro.
If you check your nails like this, it means you're straight. But if you do it like this, you're gay. So I'm gonna go ask all my cousins to check their nails and see who's secretly gay. Can you check your nails? Okay. Mark, can you check your nails? Can you check your nails? Matt, can you check your nails? Jeff, can you check your nails?
Oh, the sound effects.
Can you check your nails? Brett, can you check your nails?
Sure.
So supposedly,
So apparently, if you
supposedly
check
that
your-
last guy was on Survivor or something, because everyone in the comments was like, I didn't expect Brett from. So he was on the game show.
Yeah,
before.
Brett from Survivor. Yeah, that's
But
funny.
I thought that was pretty funny.
That is funny.
That would have been so funny though if he would have did it the other way.
Yeah. That would have been really funny. You'd been like, yeah, I clipped it.
Clip the fuck out of that.
Yeah. You want to see something really fucking funny, bro? This is such a great clip. I hope to God it's real. It's a guy pranking his friend. Please be real.
Oh,
I hope
I've seen this,
real.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Look how
I don't
crazy.
know. Yeah, that looks. I should do that to Jordan.
Watch his soul leave his body.
Salam alaikum.
Yeah, that looks staged. That's staged.
That looks so real though, with the paper and the water like that.
Yeah.
Doesn't just
I've
a
seen
quick
other.
glance at it.
I've seen other people do that same prank though for real, and it's frightening. I should do that to Jordan.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
The old gays dropped a new video.
Oh. Do you think they all live in like a retirement community, and this is like that's what they look forward to every week? They come up with a new TikTok video.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Maybe, I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's a great question.
I bet you that's what it is. This is super cool. You're gonna love this. All right, so the Melvins, I guess, had a van that they always toured in, right? And it's
Mhm.
super famous. A lot of stories about Nirvana in it and stuff. Check this out.
Whoa.
I located the Melvan hidden. Dude, this is crazy. Let me restart that.
Well, that's awesome, dude. I've seen
Right?
that in videos, like Nirvana videos.
I located the Melvan hidden somewhere in Seattle, which has a one-of-kind Kurt Cobain artwork in it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Look, original Kurt Cobain Kiss artwork drawn in Sharpie sometime in the 1980s.
That's sick, dude.
It's amazing,
Who,
bro.
who has it?
The band
Wow.
Steve Binnebaum. It says here, the Melvan, current day, hidden somewhere in Seattle, Washington. In 2012, when the Melvan went up for auction on eBay, I was envious of the person who went ahead and bought it. Cut to today, when I was given the opportunity from the buyer to come take videos and pictures of the van hidden in a garage somewhere in Seattle. I was aware of this image of Kurt Cobain. It says, see the last few seconds of the video for reference, taken by the great J.J. Gronson inside the Melvan in 1989. I was so familiar with it because I was also trying to track down the location of that image, which I was able to figure out was taken somewhere in Boston. It's always been said that it was taken inside the Melvan, so when I was given the opportunity to visit the van, I was ecstatic at the fact that I'd be able to line this up inside the van. After arriving for further investigation, things weren't lining up. It looks good, but in small details it was askewed. For one, the seat fabric wasn't the same, though the passenger door is similar. Even the interior roof was off. With all this going against me, I can positively say that I can't positively say this was the same van that Kurt took the pictures in. But still, like, how cool is it? It says here.
Yeah, but he does say that the drawing's legit.
It says, yeah, it says, note that doesn't discredit the verified Kurt Cobain drawing in the history of the Melvan. What you're seeing is the real deal. It was an awesome in itself, and it's something I wish I owned, not just for the original Kurt Cobain artwork, but for also the history of the Melvins' time with this van.
Yeah, the Melvins are pretty legendary themselves.
Dude, that's so crazy.
Wow, dude. I can't believe that's stayed intact like that.
I know. Dubbed the Melvan, it hauled the band to gigs around Central Washington and on the Melvins' first nationwide tour in '86. Black flag painted. Yeah. 72 Dodge Sportsman sold in 2012 on eBay. It says here, quote, it definitely was a cop magnet, says drummer Dale Crover. We were on this tour that we shouldn't have been on at all.
Dale Crover played drums on a bunch of Nirvana songs on Incesticide, a bunch of B-sides for Nirvana.
Wow. The only bear you'll ever pinch. Melvin's old school Melvin sticker. It's no secret that Melvins are big Kiss fans.
You know how crazy touring was like that back in the day, dude?
Wow. Yeah.
Especially like organizing all that shit with no internet too. You just had to reach out.
Bro.
And
Look
organize
how fucking
it.
shitty that van is.
You just have to write directions down. There's no MapQuest, or there's no like Google Maps and shit.
Yeah, you would go to the gas stations to get those little map books. Wow. April of '94. Mean Machine. There's the picture right there. That's cool.
Yeah, that's bad as fuck.
Old school Nirvana shit.
I have something because I know you like these chameleons a lot. I don't know if you ever seen this dude on Rogan before. He's a good follow about animals and shit. He was the guy I was talking about that was in that river when like lightning struck behind him and shit. But check this out. I wanted to show this to you.
This newfound thing that I'm sort of just getting caught up on called chameleon ranching. You haven't heard of this?
Never.
People have taken chameleons, which are a high value pet. You know, people want to own chameleons, and they go and release them in their neighborhood because a chameleon can be worth like $2-3 grand, right? So they'll buy 2 or 3 of these chameleons, go and release them in a neighborhood that has all the perfect vegetation and right habitat, and then they'll check up on them every few months. And from 2 chameleons, there'll be 10 chameleons, there'll be 30 chameleons, there'll be 50 chameleons. But then it becomes mafioso because these guys want to take these chameleons that they've ranched and sell them into the pet trade. But kids like Billy will go and find them.
That's
like,
bad
oh,
as
cool,
fuck.
Panther chameleon, and start keeping them. Guys will come running out with shotguns, and because they'll do it on private property, guys will come running out with shotguns, and they'll chase you off, and you know they're being protective over their illegally ranched chameleons that are in like suburban neighborhoods.
Whoa.
That's fucking wild, dude.
That is wild, dude.
But if you don't wake up at 3 a.m. in Chameleon Ranch, are you really chasing your dreams?
It's illegal to kill lizards in Florida. What? What makes it illegal, though? Only chameleons I know are worth thousands. Yeah, Parsons chameleons. And yeah, man, those Panther chameleons are like $250 to $600 a pop. I would love to have one, bro.
How much was the one that you had worth?
It was a tokay gecko. Those are $20. There's those so plentiful, man. It's unreal. They actually.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go
those
ahead.
tokay geckos were actually on the endangered list for a little bit of time because where they're from in Vietnam, they started using them for like Viagra type things, so they would kill them all. Well, they became so prevalent in Florida that they don't have to, that they're okay now.
Same thing with like Burmese pythons and shit.
Yeah.
What do you say? They use something from them for Viagra?
Yeah, they would chop them. They would eat them. Use like medicine, like shark fins. You know what I mean? In Vietnam and Southeast Asia.
I have 2 things really fast, actually. First off,
Yeah, I only have 2 more things too.
Who does? I'm just going to show you one after the other really fast. But who does this look
Okay.
like to you?
Chris, that looks like Chris.
Doesn't that? It's Chris Jackson.
100%. Yeah, that looks like Chris. Yeah,
bro. I was flipping through my feed and I saw this and I'm like, holy shit, is that? That's Chris.
Yeah, that looked like Chris. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he ever went there or not, but I got to get him on the show and be like, dude, is that you? I'm pretty sure that's him. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, it looks just like him, dude. Yeah. That's cool, dude.
And then I just did one. I wanted to end with this video. Imagine fighting for your life with the old school R&B music on. He dies, by the way.
No way, bro. That's crazy. Why is he taking video of himself?
Dude, who doesn't take video of themselves working out nowadays? Are you kidding?
Oh, that's so scary, bro. Okay, creator. That's so scary.
What do you mean, creator?
I thought it said creator right there underneath the life of
No,
Linda.
he's just laughing. He's just laughing at this guy saying
I
Final
know.
Destination.
Yeah. Oh, bro, that's crazy, dude.
I don't know why, but the music in the background just has me fucking dying. Because how shitty would be, bro, to like you're dying and just a shitty song's playing. Like,
oh bro,
that would just.
Would
I'd
you
rather
think
just.
about it?
Yeah, definitely. I would rather just be like, no music than this. Turn this off.
Yeah,
this sucks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I have a whole playlist ready to go.
I know you've seen this before, but it's
no,
so funny to
playing.
me.
He doesn't die. I was just fucking around.
No. Yeah,
I would.
Right, here we go.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't show that.
So
everyone just left.
This was always so funny to me, dude.
Fuck. Oh my god. That's terrifying.
Isn't that? Look at that fucking thing, dude.
Oh, I want that.
Oh,
it just goes by itself.
Yeah. It's remote control.
Which one was this? Pranks this way?
I don't know. That one dude's just like
that guy didn't even move.
Yeah. And the whole thing's remote control too.
Surprised they don't get fucking like give somebody a heart attack or just fall if they fall and hit their head or all these people are cool with it because this looks like one of those more professional shows where they actually get these people to sign off, you know?
Yeah.
On something. Like a talent release or whatever. That's fucking funny, dude.
All right, this was crazy, dude. I'd never seen anything like this. Check this out. that all you have to do is just take a fucking piece of glass and rub it against it, and it'll sound like that?
Oh, I can't really see what he's using glass. I thought it was a
pick,
one of those violin things. Yeah, Jimmy Page does that shit.
Whoa! I thought that was just a thing of glass. I thought it was a beaker. It looks just like a thing of glass. Not a beaker, a dropper. Doesn't it look just like a dropper?
I don't know what the fuck that is. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you could pretty much use anything.
Just with a piece of glass. That's nuts, dude. That's crazy, man.
Check out this sick cover of 50 Cent.
Go.
I saw this.
Go shawty, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. We gonna sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fucking at the birthday.
That's badass, bro.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
That's all I got though.
Well,
do,
I guess
plugs real quick.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Well, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us each week. If you have a free second to make sure you hang on a second, let me pull this up. If you have a free second, make sure you're subbed up to the channel. That helps us out big time. You can also join the channel. There's a new for as low as 99 cents a month. You get access to member-only live streams and exclusive content, loyalty badges, custom emojis. I just dropped a members-only video today with Bryan McClay. He answered some rapid-fire questions after the episode we did of Getting Blunt with Keith the other night. There's also a new one with Jeff Jenkins from Code 7. Their new album actually drops December 1st, and also my buddy Scott. Also, shout out to Bryan McClay for coming on Getting Blunt with Keith the other day. Got like a bunch of fucking awesome positive feedback on that one. I also did an episode with Jeff Jenkins from Code 7. Like I said, their new album drops December 1st, so check those out. We're also on Twitter. I try to post on there. It's on my favorite app, but I try to be proactive on there. And also follow us on Rumble. Trying to hit 100 over there. So. Oh
yeah. I agree, man. Thanks for doing that interview with me. I've had nothing but positive comments. I mean, for the 90% of them have been positive for the most part, and it's really helped me. Shout out to everybody that's reached out to me and hit me up and let me know what they think about it. I appreciate that. And then if you guys want to support the other stuff that I do, Beyond Wednesdays on YouTube. We'll be there at least twice a week, live Wednesdays and Saturdays, and then House of Stein tomorrow night for the Hot 10 Comics show.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
I also thought I'd start I'm fucking stoned. I thought I would start sharing the discounts that I get. My dogs are brand ambassadors for this brand Vetnique. We honestly get fucking products sent all the time to fucking to work with and shit, but this company actually makes products that I love, and that you want. They're like healthy snacks and shit. They got like probiotics, hip and joint ones, multivitamins and shit. But if you go to vetnique.com and use promo code Fabius20, you can save 20% off there and shit. I actually just gave some to McClay for Abby and shit. He was saying that she liked them. So
yeah, you should get some multiple times a day. So
let's see, we also got the Sound Guy. If you want to watch the Sound Guy, it's finally available. Let me pull that up real quick. All you gotta do is go to thesoundguyseries.com. The trailer's on there. You could buy the poster, but on the very top, if you click at rent, you can rent it for $5, and every penny goes back into the production, so we can continue the series and shit. So it's a 31-minute dark stoner comedy. You can see McClay make his acting debut, and the feature film is being written from this at the moment. So trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I think that's it, dude.
I think that's it. Yeah. Hell yeah. Good shit. Thanks for hanging out with us. Remember to let us know what strain you're smoking if you're catching this on the replay. and leave a comment below.
All right, guys. Peace
We also
out.
want to see your We also want to see your Spotify playlist.
Yeah,
Your
leave that on the
Spotify
fucking. Either leave that on
year-end
the live
wrap-up.
chat or the comics. Yeah, the rap. They call it
Yeah.
rap or some shit. So,
Spotify
all right, guys. Peace
rap,
out.
yeah.